Oh, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Never Fail, and I'm back on the Xbox bringing you some more Black Ops 2 Domination. Back on this lovely map, Carrier. This map just brings out the sniper and everybody, doesn't it? I think there was like 3 snipers on my team, 3 snipers on their team. It's okay though, because I'm using the Scar H, which when used properly is damn near as good as a sniper. Has very, very good 3-hit kill range, and I can live with that. And that's some of the most horrible aim ever. You gotta forgive me on Xbox about my bad aim. I have an excuse for it on Xbox. I'm not used to the controller. I hate the joysticks on it. I really do. But with that said, let's jump right into the commentary topic of discussion. And that is, where would I rank Black Ops 2 on the Call of Duty list? Because we always do this with every new Call of Duty comes out. We judge it against its predecessors, as opposed to judging Call of Duty against other first-person shooter games on the market. We judge it against its predecessors because, quite frankly, its predecessors were probably better-selling games than most of the games even on the market today. So, with that said, let's jump right into it. I've made it no secret that Call of Duty 4, or not Call of Duty 4, excuse me, that Black Ops is by far my favorite. Haven't made that a secret at all, as I take out a sniper and 2 others. But I haven't made that a secret at all. Black Ops 1, by far my favorite, so that stands at the top. But that's not what we're talking about. You know, we're just trying to work our way toward where I would put Call of Duty, or, yeah, Black Ops 2. So, what am I looking for when I'm ranking Call of Duty? For me, the main part, I'm not looking for a balanced game. Because if I was to do that, then Black Ops 2 would probably be top of the list, because it's probably the most balanced one. But for me, I'm looking for the fun factor. Just my own personal fun factor. And the most important part is I'm about to get shit on here because of some shitty aim. But the most important part for the fun factor for me is my ability to play this game by myself and still enjoy it. And quite frankly speaking, Black Ops 1, or not Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, not so much, man. I mean, there's times where I can still enjoy it when I'm playing solo. But this game is more fun for me because it seems to be catered more towards team play than any other Call of Duty before this one. So it's not nearly as fun, and it can be quite tiresome if you're playing by yourself. And get shit on, son. Fuck you and your pistol. But it can get quite tiresome if you're playing by yourself and you're playing against a party. It can get very, very annoying very quick. So it kind of loses some of that fun factor for me. Whereas if you take Black Ops 1, probably of the damn near, I think, 27, 28 days I've spent on that game, a lot of them were just me playing solo. Call of Duty 4, same way. If you look at Call of Duty 4, I've never played in a party on that game ever. I've always played that game solo every time I've ever played it. So it had that fun factor for me. I actually enjoyed that game. I actually do have a gameplay I'm going to upload of Call of Duty 4, and we're going to talk about Call of Duty 4 to an extent in that gameplay. But it had that fun factor for me. Can I get the triple? Yes, sir. But it had that fun factor for me, and I really thoroughly enjoyed that game. So, in all honesty, if I'm ranking them 1, 2 as far as my own personal fun factor, it would be Black Ops 1, Call of Duty 4. And this is where we get into the clouded area. World at War. World at War, for me personally, it was a fun game, and all but a handful of times I've ever played it, I've played by myself. But in all honesty, I never reached prestige in that game. I did get in the lobby. Like, whenever Modern Warfare 3 was out, I was trying to get the prestige tokens because I didn't want to prestige in Modern Warfare 3 more than once. And I got in the lobby and somebody hacked us all up to 10th prestige, so yeah, it is what it is on that. Wasn't something that I wanted, but I'm not going to complain about it because the game's old as shit, and it was hard to find lobbies in there and stuff. So, do all that. Played that game a good bit. I couldn't get in a good lobby the other night. I kept having 2 and 1 bars. I was trying to get a gameplay on it. But this is kind of where it gets close to me, because I'll tell you right now, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, they bring up the bottom of the list, and the big question becomes, who's number 3? Is it World at War, or is it Black Ops 2? So, World at War, I didn't really necessarily care for most of the guns on there. The submachine guns were fun to use. The STG-44 was fun to use. It had Juggernaut, so sniping wasn't too bad. And sniping wasn't too bad in general anyway on that game, from my experience. The maps, personally for me, most of those maps are just a little too large for my liking. And then you throw in the tanks, the World War II era, not really something I care for. So in all honesty, I'd probably put it beneath Black Ops 2, but not by much. And let's get into the reason why I would put Black Ops 2 behind Black Ops 1 and COD 4, because like I said, if we were going strictly off the most balanced, this would be top of the line for me. But why does this lack the fun factor? And that dude shit on me. Props to you, brother. But why does this lack the fun factor that I get from Black Ops 1 and from Call of Duty 4? And that's that's the real question. It's not necessarily that easy to answer, but for me, a lot of it stems from sniper rifles. I've said this before, things in the whole list of things I hate. I really do hate snipers. I hate one-hit kill weapons in general, but snipers more than anything, because they have one-hit kill from, potential from God knows how far, and that kind of makes it frustrating. A lot of these maps I don't necessarily care for because of all the amount of cover and shit on the maps. I understand the maps are geared toward competitive play, and competitive players need cover because that's part of outplaying somebody. But it's not my personal cup of tea, if you know what I mean. It's not my style. It's not what I enjoy. So, didn't really care for that. But overall speaking, man, the game still does have a fun factor to it. There's still a lot of fun. Like, a lot of the streaks are pretty fun to use. I mean, y'all don't necessarily see me use too many of the higher streaks, but I do have a video that I've done the commentary on. I don't know if it'll be uploaded before or after this one, where I talk about why I don't use the higher streaks, but I am using some of the higher streaks in that video. So, and then I got a couple more coming where I'm using some of the higher streaks. They're a lot of fun to use, especially shit like the Lodestar, the VTOL. It's a lot of fun to use those and rack up massive fucking kill feeds with them and shit. I can't complain about that. But at the same time, the kill streaks on here, they lack some of that fun factor for me that Black Ops 1 had. I think a lot of that is to do with I love the score streak system, but they put some of these scores extremely high, so it's hard to get some of these more entertaining to use streaks, in my opinion. Like, back in the day, you could get the chopper gunner. If you're running hardline, you could get the Black Ops 1 chopper gunner and 8 kills. That was a lot of fun to use, but it wasn't overpowered. So, I mean, an 8-kill VTOL warship or something like that, don't get me wrong, an 8-kill VTOL warship would be OP as shit. So I'm glad it's not like that, but at the same time, my biggest issue with the game is the fact that it's focused so much on team-oriented play for a domination player like myself that it's really hard for one decent player to carry bad players, and it's really hard to play by yourself and not get pissed off. So that's why I would rank it below Black Ops 1 and Call of Duty 4. Because even with COD 4, the sniping on there was a little crazy, and this is shit I'll get more into on my Call of Duty 4 commentary I'm going to do. Once again, I don't know if it'll be uploaded before or after this one, so forgive me if it's uploaded before. But it still was very enjoyable to play by yourself. And in this game, if I'm not in at least a party of 2, then I feel like I am in a bad situation, because 9 times out of 10, when I finally, get into a lobby where there's a good mix of bad and good players, it seems like all the good players end up on the other team and all the fucking Timmy No Thumbs end up on mine. And I'm like, why? I think it's because of all the hateful tweets I've sent to David Vonderhaar over time because of certain things in this game that annoy me more than anything on earth. But with that said, don't really have much more to say. If I was ranking the Call of Duties, it'd be Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, or excuse me, Black Ops 1, Call of Duty 4, Black Ops 2, World at War, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 will always bring up the rear so long as no other game ever puts one-man army noob tubes in there. I don't give a fuck how great the hit detection was. You could have gave me a fucking block of gold with the game and I'd still rank it the lowest. Mainly because I hate one-man army noob tubes. And I'm contemplating whether or not to even get on MW2 and MW3 and try to get gameplays to do commentaries over. I don't know if I'm going to do it, because I do want to do the good and the bad of each Call of Duty, and that's what the gameplays will be for. I'm going to try to get gameplays from each one to do those commentaries. So if it gets too frustrating, then I'll just do Black Ops 2 gameplay while talking about the other ones. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.